outspoken. Bishop Koka, Catholic Bishop of Sokoto. Hassan Koka, very outspoken. He spoke again yesterday. I like him. He speaks out. Most priests that helped Biafra till tomorrow, they're all Catholics. Mostly from Ireland. I like them. I respect them. It doesn't mean if I see something wrong, I will say it. Please. Please. Alleged Christian, alleged Christian persecution. Presidency accuses IPOB of misleading the United States and the United Kingdom. Not Christian, not CAN. IPOB. IPOB. The presidency of the zoo is that because we did a lot of work. And it's still ongoing till now. And some idiots will rise up and stupidly and ignorantly try to accuse us of them because they are foolish. Very, very foolish. Foolish. What I have done for Christians in Nigeria, all the bishops put together have not done half of it and can never do that in billion years. Over $100,000 every month. And instead of some of you to be grateful, you are busy talking rubbish. See if you're insane. Who is fighting for Christians if not IPO? Who is fighting for Christians if not IPO on a consistent basis? Because you people are black people, you fight for 1 week and you give up. Why are you not on Twitter? Because you cannot post selfie on Twitter. It's serious, a serious platform. Are you on Twitter? So you don't know that you can reach world heads of state via Twitter. You don't know that? When the zoo presidency says IPOB is carrying this Christian matter on their head and lobbying governments of the world, some of you did not say it. You didn't say it. We are spending our hard-earned money to try to make your lives better, to keep you safe in the zoo, and you're not grateful. You cannot be grateful. Something that your daddy Gio has never done and can never do. Are you telling me that Adebo, any of these people can bring out $100,000 a month to lobby to fight for you? I'm asking all the Christians in the zoo, God Nigeria, tell me the church that will bring out $100,000 every month to lobby and to fight for Christians. How many of you will do it? IPOB does it every month. Yet you're not grateful. Typical black people, ungrateful people, a country of hypocrites. That was all your so-called NGOs, they were there, and IPOB was proscribed as a terrorist organization. Yes, all of you were there. Did you say anything? Did you do anything? No. Maybe Mietiala is killing. Mietiala is everywhere killing, raping, murdering people. They are not a terrorist group. But IPOB. Because light is in us and there is darkness in most of you. Darkness. Most of you. And you're afraid of the truth. I will tell you the truth. Look at Mali, reported by New York Times. Ordinary Mali, Bamako in Mali, on Friday, people came out asking for the president to resign. They've had enough. But in the zoo, can you do it? I want to pose a very simple question to Christians in this zoo. Simple question. What do you think would happen if all of you were to come out tomorrow morning? All the daddy GOs in the zoo called Nigeria were to come out tomorrow morning and to say, enough is enough. Let everybody go on the streets and protest. The zoo will come to an end and your life will be better. But they will never do it. They will never ever do it. Do you know why? Because your daddy GO benefits from corruption. Because the reason why they get tight from you is because you are poor. Mentally poor. That is why they do that. Our problem is numerous of black people. Do you see Togo? I want to use Togo as an example. Do you see ordinary Togo? Togo, I'm getting ordinary Togo here. Togo is a very fine example of the depth. I do promise Levinos that after today, of course, things will be different from Wednesday onwards. I will encourage our people, black people all over the world. I will encourage them. Let me do that thing that some of them say I should do. But for tonight, I'm saying the truth. Look at Togo. Do you know that Togo was once a German colony? Germany used to own Togo. They used to speak German as their lingua franca. And in 1945, after the war, they used Togo to compensate France. In 1945, they were handed over like a prostitute over to France. Their lingua franca is now French. Hey, black people, black in this country, black. And I'm telling you, if the world decides tomorrow to hand them over to Sweden, they will be Swedish. Only in Africa. And when you challenge them and say to them, the reason why they can hand you over like a parcel from one is because of the way you reason, they don't understand it. They think you hate them. They think you hate Christianity. I'm telling a black man, the way you reason is flawed. Togo is an example of the hopelessness of a black man. Before it was German, now it is French. Are we okay at all? Oh, dear me, unbelievable. And if we're not the same. I'm from South. I'm from East West and South. Despite the fact that it has no meaning. Somebody I was discussing with, he reminded me of something very important. Those who want to say, I asked somebody, why do you want an Igbo nation alone? He said, everybody has to be Igbo, where they speak Igbo only, so we can be Igbo people just one. And I asked him, let us count. I asked him to start. He said 9. And then I remembered of something. You see 1, the figure 1 in our counting for Igbo Biafran, so the same 1 is called Nge. It is called Otu. It is called Na. It's called Ofu. The same 1. So does it mean that all the people that call 1 Nge or Na, they are not the same people? They are different. One is from Benin, the other one is from Ado Ekiti. In Ibek, we say Nge. In Ongwa, they say Otu Na. So does it mean Ongwa people are maybe they come from Chukun? Do you see how feasible that language is not the determining factor as to who you are? For us, if your mother ties to Peace Rapper, you're one of us. Because culturally we are affiliated. Or we have cultural affinity, as the case may be. We live in a space where, in the zoo, where historians deny us history. And there was a time that my friend Femi Fanikaya wrote something about. I've been having sleepless nights. I've not told anyone. I've not even told him. He wrote something about Yoruba. Not their name not being Yoruba, but is Oduduwa. It's been on my mind. And I've been researching. You know, we read a lot. I've been researching. And I stumbled upon an old Biafran map. And it was very, very I don't know, it was an eye-opener, to be honest with you. And I give it to them. I would say that some people know, since maybe some other people know. But I'm sure that most of the thieving pastors you have, do the one land, they do not know this either. I even read some piece where some people attacked because of it. Saying, you don't know what you know in the zoo, when you're educated in the zoo, you reason backwards. When somebody makes a very serious allegation or advances a hypothesis, your job is to go and investigate before you start allowing your emotions to run wild and crazy. Fanika said that Yoruba doesn't exist. It's an insult, it's an insultive word like Nyamiri. I know the funniest thing, it is true. I looked at this African map, old map. I can see Biafra very clearly on the eastern flank. And very close to the north of Kwara State, you have the Yariba. This is the first time I'm seeing Yoruba on a map. But it's not called Yoruba, it's called Yariba. Yarriba. But Biafra was spelled correctly. Even Benin was spelled correctly with Benin, Benin. Zaria was spelled correctly. Kano was spelled correctly. It's only Katsina they call Katsina. Maybe Katsina is the emphasization. Maybe this is the correct one. Every name was correct. Dahomey was spelled correctly. If Agome was spelled correctly. Ivory Coast was spelled, but Yoruba was spelled Yariba. And very close to the north. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And that is the first time that I'm saying it. And I did a bit more research and I discovered that it's actually true. That the Europeans, according to this very man they called Johnson, the history of the Yorubas, they wrote in 1897, that the Europeans, when they encountered Hausa people, they said, they described the Yorubas as Yariba people who are untrustworthy. And the Yorubas did not change the name. They retained it. We said no to ours. The same way we call them Aboki. You cannot see another person say, oh, I'm Aboki, or our area is now known as Aboki. No. They gave us Nyamri, we said no. That's our name. We are Igbo, or we are Biafra. Call us anything you like, but not Nyamri. They call the Yorubas Yariba, untrustworthy, unreliable people, and the Yorubas accepted it. Do you know why they accepted it? Because of the disproportionate influence of Yoruba Muslim in the lives of Oduduwa people. I told you, anything comes from Sokoto Caliphate, Oduduwa Muslims will swallow it hook, line, and sinker. That's what happened. They lost their name. They're now asking the names of those who conquered them in the Lorraine. And another thing is quite interesting, it's quite astonishing, is the predominance of Benin Kingdom throughout this era. Predominance of Benin Kingdom. And the Yorubas were actually the Duduwas were called Yariba, and they accepted it. Just like Niger Delta, a place of darkness inside darkness. This one, Yariba, meaning dubious people, and they accepted it. And as I told you, your name will always follow you. And what is happening today? Anyway, that is the story for another day. But Yoruba has no meaning. It's Oduduwa. It's your name. I have this map. Please, can you publish it so they can see it? Anyway, it's Yariba. It's a very, very uncomfortable name to bear, to be honest with you. Very sad. Oduduwa children should rise up, and from today we refer to them as Oduduwa people, not Yoruba anymore, please. Because Yoruba doesn't exist. It was a very terrible name given to them by Fulani people. Please. Their name is Oduduwa. They are the sons and daughters of Oduduwa. They are not Yariba. Yariba is a derogatory name, please. It is here, and the map is here. Yariba. So Fanny Kennedy was right. Yarriba. It's here in the map. Please can you publish it. Let the world know. It is free lesson that we give them here. We teach you history here for free. For free. The Janjaweeds are preparing to fight us. They are preparing to go to war. Our daughters are being cut into pieces and put everywhere. As usual, as you'd expect them to be. Biafrans in America are sleeping. In the next 2,000 years, when they have no home, they'll start looking for somebody to protest to them. Now they have a chance to make headway. They're not taking their opportunity. We must warn them. The defense of Biafra land will be done under one command. Not all these stupid idiots, the criminals are advocating for separate village vigilante. That's how free they are. They saw that they do what they had on the group under one command. The Fulani terrorists have one command, one command. But you see, they claim they went to school. They claim they're educated. When it comes to us, they want every village they have. If you have two double barrels, if you have one dead gun, organize yourself, village by village, vigilante. They claim they went to school. That is not what we want. Even the vigilante in the villages are all IPOB anyway. Everybody's IPOB, for information. And we are under one central indisputable command, which I lead. One command the whole world over. One command. All that your useless, autonomous rubbish doesn't apply. After we defeat our enemies, we can now go to our tents, O Israel. But for now, under one command. That is how you defeat the enemy. Do you understand it? All of you idiots in Abuja running around with your big red, black, and blue, looking for somebody to write petition for, so you can get money. Go back to your useless unemployment and leave the matters of states to those who know it. Statecraft is not meant for gossipers and idle minds. We are on to something very big. Only one command, please. All these people advocating going through town unions, and are they not the same town unions that gave our land to Bietiala? Not the same people? The same president general and the same traditional ruler? The same people. For your information, please. We have gone past that era of nonsense. We have decided to move on, and that moving on entails us doing that which is right before God in heaven and man on this very day. We have come very close to the end of our proceedings today. And for those of you petitioning me and saying that I should be nice to black people, from Wednesday I will be. And let me see if you have changed sufficiently. If you have not changed, I will return to this style of broadcast. If you don't know. But from Wednesday, I'll give you a chance. I will praise you, and I will expect you to do that worthy of somebody who is under praise, so to speak. But wherever you are, whatever thing you're worshiping is entirely up to you. Biafra will be a secular state, but the foundation that you don't see will be anchored on the 10 commandments of the Most High. Biafra is a godly nation. It's a kingdom of God on the face of this very earth. We cannot deny that. We cannot deny that. And the 10 commandments will guide us always. Always, always. I said always, without fail. And you see what God is going to do in this very year because of it. How do you think we manage to raise money to do all the things that we do? When an Igbo man cannot, an Igbo man cannot give you money, you know that very well. It's not possible. That's where they are. Go to America and go and do fundraising. Go and do fundraising in America and see what they will do to you. They have cut us off again on Facebook. The gospel is too hot. For even Facebook to take. Way too hot for Facebook. I thank all of you for listening. Nobody loves you more than we do. I'm being honest with you. And maybe it is about time that we tell all the NGOs to start paying us at least some of the money we have been spending on championing and campaigning for Christian rights all over the world. Very, very important to do that. And I thank you all very much for listening to us this very evening. And as always, Biafra is our religion. When they ask you, what is your religion, you tell them Biafra. Biafra is our religion. Here on radio, Biafra is where we worship. And we worship the only one true living God. The God of Eri. The God of Abraham, of Isaac, and of Jacob. The same God that David worshipped. The same God that Jesus Christ worshipped. And might I also add, the same God that even Prophet Muhammad called Allah, indivisible, one God, and under whose command and grace we do all that we do. Let me repeat. Biafra is a religion. Here on radio, Biafra is where we worship. Because Chukwu Kikau Biama Prumi Adonai. El Shaddai, Elohim, is our God. From me, from here, just
another Savior. Holy, 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 another Savior. Another Savior. Holy, 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 well, this is Mobien. This is dedicated to the gallant heroes of the Nigerian Biafra War and IPO families all over. I remember the Nigerian Biafran War. In the thickness of the Biafra genocide. Hey, one man rebels the vanishing hope to life. Let the great Biafran army to fight. And they were singing out, holy, 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 is another Savior.